Good evening and welcome to the show tonight. We're just going to be doing a simple dish roll, it's just beef and mince. The last time I put beef, mince and chicken, and I think chicken actually doesn't suit it because it's a different type of protein and he's had an upset tummy and really bad wind. And I think beef and lamb together as one thing is okay. So tonight we're going to be starting off with the fresh minced beef. I've looked at thaw for a change so it's more malleable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lot of this in the bottom of here. This is 800 grams. Yeah, I really like the smell of it. I'll just spread it on top. And obviously when this goes into when I turn it on, it's going to be on a low heat for about 8 hours. And on top of that, I'm actually, because lamb is actually quite oily, I've put 2 cups of organic oats. So with that, just spread it on top. This roughly you get about 4 or 5 days out of this. Then on top of that, you want to put your ground turmeric. Remember, turmeric's a good cancer prevention. Also, especially with these cold weathers. Now, roughly there's about 5 ml there. So just move it all over the top. It's a lovely smell, this. I love ground turmeric. And thyme. Thyme's very good for the digestion. And again, a similar thing, maybe about 5 grams. And also another thing about turmeric, it works against fleas and ticks as well. And good old parsley. Parsley is really good for the blood and circulation. And roughly about 10 grams of that. And just spread it all over the top. And last but not least, mint. The mint's good for the breath. Supposedly good for windy pops as well, but it did have a hell of a smell. There's roughly about 5 ml on that as well. I'm not using the weights tonight because I broke them. Well. Then on top of that, obviously I'm going to put the lamb. Now lamb is really oily, so lamb's always better to go to sit in the top so the juices from it and the fats just slip through into the oats. Then every couple of hours go back and give it a good stir through. And with the lamb, just put that on top. Then just flatten it down. And this time I'll use this to flatten it. This will shrink as the night goes on, as it's cooking. Now, like it says, put this on a low heat, low setting you got, and just let it cook throughout the night when electricity is cheaper. So just give it a good firm. There we go, nice and firm. Then just put that on like I said, a low heat, just leave it overnight. Just go every couple of hours and just give it a good mix. Alright, mister. Now I think the last time we were doing the show we were actually going to be doing Oberon's back paws. Which, if I get them up on the table in a second. I won't use them. Come on then. Let me come. Come on. Let me come. There we go. Now let's take that. Let's take that collar off, eh? So I hope everybody's having a really good end of the week. Weekend's just upon us, which is good. I know where it is. I put it up here. So I hope everyone has had a nice relaxing end of the week. We've still got rain, unfortunately. So Oberon, we've gotten wet twice today. And I was thinking of investing in getting another waterproof, because I'm getting a bit sick of being wet. But you know the thing will happen is I'll get it and then it'll clear up again for about another 3 months. But just a nice relaxing brush through anyway, just get them started again. I had a day off, I just felt really under the weather. And as I was laying in bed, I was looking around the websites and very rarely did I go to the BBC website just to see what was happening in the world of politics. And it's just the same old, same old. Labour offering everybody free Wi-Fi. What's the good of free Wi-Fi if, say, for instance, your electric meter runs out and you haven't got the money to put in it and you've used up your emergency? A lot of good the internet's going to do you there, is it? See, I'm a firm believer in the past decade when we've had general elections in this country, it's always been coalitions that's been doing it. Now, look, Tories and the Democrats, Tories and the Irish parties. I think it's about time there should be something else on a ballot paper. And I'm going to start up a group. I want a no confidence put on a ballot paper. Now you get your Labour, you get your Tories, you get the usual monsters. Well, I think that ballot paper should have another box that says no confidence. Because I have absolutely no confidence in any of them. They're all self-servants. They don't care about the people, they care about their jobs. And I think not one party in this country can look after the country. But what if a no confidence was to be put in, which means they'd all have to take an active role in leading the country out of the recession and out of the mess that Brexit's done. Now, it says I'm not going to trim his hair, but I can see parts where it is like really, really long. But if the weather clears up and stops raining, then probably I might do a little bit of trim. But at the moment, we're just getting freezing rain. So let me know what you think about this no confidence on the ballot paper. I think they're doing the same old. Each time they come up a general election, all they do is promise. But nothing ever comes of it. I mean, I'd like to see electricity and gas back to being nationalised again. And water free for the common people, because that's what your tax pays for. Your tax should pay for your water, essentials of living, as I call it. Electricity and gas is not a luxury, it's a necessity, like water. Because I guarantee, if this winter is going to be as bad as I feel it is, my body feels it. Hence why I didn't do a show yesterday. I just couldn't face walking about the flat because it was so cold. And the thing is, if you put on the heating, you're going to use up the money that's in your gas so fast, because We might have double glazed windows, but they are so shoddy. I put the heating on a couple of nights ago there, and I held a candle. It's a very, very easy thing to do. So if you've got your radiator underneath your window, and that's where all our radiators are, underneath windows, you hold up a candle and you've got the heating on, you see the flame flicker straight to the window. That means heat is escaping. So you're not getting value for money. Substandard windows. Do you know, I stayed in Sweden for a couple of years, and one thing I really liked about Sweden was the flats, the houses. The houses were so insulated that very, very few of them actually had radiators. Because the glass was such a high standard, no heat got out. Yet in this country, there's going to be people over the winter, usually the elderly, are going to be faced with the problem of heat and heat. Because of the sort of standard workmanship of actual windows and insulation and properties, people just spend an absolute fortune trying to keep the house hot, but it's not cost efficient. So what people end up starting to do is they get electric fires, because they'd rather put more into the electric, because one, you get your free broadband when Labour get into power. I hope none of them get into power. I really do want to see a no confidence. A no confidence on that bill. Then for the next 4 years, they've got to do everything publicly. We can scrutinise them, scrutinise what they get up to. But yeah, sorry for rabbiting on. It's just that when I've idle minds and all that stuff, I very rarely look at the news sites, but when I do, I always come away feeling really angry. All the promises. It's like being in an abusive relationship. Only the relationship is your government. So yeah, definitely, I want to see a no confidence on that ballot paper. Anybody out there know how I can go about actually doing it? I tried to set up a group on Facebook for it, but I haven't finished it yet because I want to do a bit of artwork. There we go. That's my little line. Eh? Yeah. Right, what do you want to do with them? You want to go away with them, do you? I think you need to go down the other way. This way. Go on. Oberon's one of these dogs that loves his treats in the bedroom. Well, I've just come to say goodbye to everyone. Hi Claudia, I'm feeling a little bit better, but if you haven't seen it, have a look, because I make a couple of good observations you might be interested in, Claudia. Thanks for popping in, love. Yeah, you just came in. I'm just about to go. Just catching the end. Well, do look at it and let me know what you think of it now. Naima? Lenny. That's an Irish name, isn't it? Yeah, he will look forward to his stuff, Debbie. And I'm glad that you got here. Thanks for coming. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Mara the Great Sea Mother. Anyway, thank you all for watching. So, what you think about my no confidence on the ballot papers for the UK general election on, I think it's the 12th of December. I'm going to start up a Facebook page for it because I want to see this done. I want those people in that big horrible house answerable to the people for a change. They're not answerable to that horrible old queen of ours. And the thing is, our queen, she's not British. Our ancestry's not British. Well, look at Prince Charles's great uncle was Vlad the Impaler, so Dracula. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We will be back tomorrow I'll be doing these hind paws then, getting ready. Hopefully there'll be no rain tomorrow. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all later. Good night, God bless and take care. Thank you for watching, ladies.